So the big topic across everyone's mind right now is AI. So let's kind of switch gears and dive over there, knowing that, of course, Cresta yourselves do AI. But from a RevOps perspective, what excites you the most about AI that allows you to kind of streamline your roles
Yeah,
or help your teams?
I really like AI. To me, I feel like we're at the still at the cusp of like what exactly could it do, but there's new vendors that are popping up every single day, every single second. And going back to our conversations about like what do I want the sales team to be able to focus on? Like I don't want them to do any admin work. I want them to be able to go meet customers, get those contracts, like build those relationships, or SDR team to be able to get things done. And with AI, I feel like RevOps teams, we are kind of picky buyers as well if we're looking at tools specifically for ourselves. And so being able to like actually build custom things for ourselves to solve our specific use cases. Like we have sometimes massive data cleanup that we need to do, or these things that like need to get done. And it's just like you can pound out hours to be able to solve this, right? Work overnight, like be able to get this thing done? Or can you train an LLM and trust it and be able to have it do that work for you? And so that's what I'm really excited about with AI is self-serving to be able to give us more leverage on the RevOps side, but also same for our sales team or our entire go-to-market organization.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. I heard it. I was at a conference about a year ago, actually, down in Austin. It was the Pavilion Go to Market Conference. And the keynote speaker said he likened AI to having unlimited interns. So that if you have tasks that can be done that are just manual and don't take a ton of knowledge to do, that you can usually automate it. And I think a lot of our roles tend to be that. And so it's a huge transformation for everyone.
Yeah, I would mention like an intern though, you still do need to manage it, right? And
Exactly right.
what it can't replace is sort of that still that stakeholder management, that like the culture, the being able to have those relationships with your internal stakeholders, right? And so I think there's the fact that it's an accelerator, not really a replacement for the interactions and relationships that you have in business today.
So true. Yeah, making sure everyone's on the same page, have the same expectations, and communicate. Yeah, making those higher level business decisions. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so how are you guys leveraging AI today? Any examples that you think folks would benefit from that
Yeah,
they may not be doing?
yeah. There's a few that I think I could share. So the first is a lot of my team, especially when you're at a growing organization and you get new people starting all the time, right? Enablement is a key focus. And so what I've always done is I'm a huge documenter of everything. I wish I could say that I document everything, but that would be a lie. I document as much as possible. But being able to have this like documentation, feeding it into a GPT. And then I got to work with one of my engineering team. They had an intern that had like 2 weeks left of his internship and he was done with his presentation. And I was like, hey, how can I connect this to Slack? And so we spun up some Python code. He like took my GPT, connected it to my Slack bot. Now I have a Slack bot that like you can write into and it answers truthfully all the questions that basically my sales team does. And I like validated it against 10 different like questions that came in and it was like working perfectly. So that was like one of the personal pet projects that I got to work on. It's like, again, self-serving of like I get all these questions in, how can we have AI just respond for us?
Amazing.
And then a couple others that we leverage across the business. Or we have an AI account scoring model. We look at it from specifically account and contact level research and automation specifically for our sales team. So quite a few use cases, and RevOps at an AI company should be the shining example
Yeah.
of leveraging AI. So I'm excited to help carry that torch forward.
Any challenges that you've run into in either leveraging AI or integrating it with other systems?
Yeah, like I mentioned a little bit ago, it's just AI isn't I don't know the term, but it's not your silver bullet, right? It's not like it's going to solve every single problem for you. I also think too, right now, I think OpenAI started as sort of like a B2B like API provider before they came out with ChatGPT, right? And so I think there's a lot of those integration layers that are still broken if you're looking to plug and play an LLM into your Salesforce or any of your reporting databases. And so I think that's still a gap today. But I actually want to shout out Traction that is doing an amazing job where we're able to put in our LLM into Salesforce and leverage it to do some account research.